When polls are taken about the most important issues among Americans, the Green New Deal that we hear about all the time is not even on the radar. What is on the radar just below the economy is health care. This is something we all need to be talking about because it's real. We know it. We experience it every day. And yet, do you realize that back in March, that was the 10th anniversary of the signing and the beginning point of Obamacare? The 10th anniversary. I want to know why Democrats were not celebrating in the streets. I mean, we're in the heat of a political battle, and yet it wasn't even mentioned. Now, Biden has said that he wants to expand Obamacare, give it more money, make it bigger because, of course, in government standards, if you have a complete failure of a program, give it more money, make it bigger, and somehow it will be better. Now, let me ask a couple of questions about Obamacare that Biden will never be asked because this is the anti-Trump season. He doesn't have to answer to anything. Now, let me remind you of a couple of things about Obamacare. It was directed at individual marketplace, okay? 85% of Americans had insurance. Medicare for the seniors, Medicaid for the poor, or employer provided. So 15% of the people who had to buy their own insurance, and most who didn't have any, this is what it was directed to. And in typical socialist fashion, every law has to make sure every single person pays for it and is controlled by it. Now, here's the first question for Joe Biden. So many people did not have access to insurance, and that's true. Most of those people still don't have health insurance today. Why is that? And by the way, I want to stress, Obamacare is insurance, not health care. Even the correct title, Affordable Care Act, should be Affordable Insurance Act. It's all about insurance. And even those that signed up for Obamacare, we know one of the big criticisms is that they don't use it because the deductibles are so high. And they're high because the premiums are so high. So they just never even use it. I don't know how that's a good thing. And the second question I have is, it's called the Affordable Care Act, meaning it's going to bring down costs of health care. Well, we know for a fact the last 10 years, costs have skyrocketed. How can that be with such a great program? Of course, Joe's not going to be asked. And of course, even if he were, he would say, well, without Obamacare, costs would be even higher and even more people wouldn't have insurance. Shut up, Joe. That's insane. But the bottom line is, I'd love Joe to answer the question, is there ever a federal program that you would just eliminate because it's a total dud? When I was in business, I had this great idea back in 2000. I funded it. It didn't work. And one of the greatest mistakes I made was to continue funding it and losing money on the deal. Finally, I said, I got to stop this, but then it was almost too late. You will never have that accountability in government. They can always continue to take your money no matter what. Obamacare is a complete failure. Too bad he won't be asked about it.